It is a windy day at Dick's Sporting Goods Park in Commerce City, Colorado, where the U15 San Jose Earthquakes are getting set to take on Cincinnati Development Academy in a battle between the first and third best teams in the entire Development Academy at the U15 level. I'm your host, Mark Serber, and it is a pleasure to be with you for what should be a really good battle between the West Coast and Midwest side. As San Jose Earthquakes come into this one, the #1 team in the entirety of the DA and the Northwest Division with a record of 23-0-3, a staggering 96 goals for, and just 14 goals against. As we are going to step aside, listen to the playing of our national anthem, and we'll be back with you for the full 80 minutes between these two Development Academy sides. Getting set for kickoff between the San Jose Earthquakes and the Cincinnati Development Academy. It's a good look at your referees for this afternoon's match. Scarlett Keene out of Maryland is the woman in the middle, and she will be assisted by Ajore Witzel out of East Pennsylvania. Stacy Myers is the assistant referee on the far side out of Texas South, and Michelle Douay out of South Carolina is the woman in between the benches. So we have a good top 5 matchup for you coming from the U15 level. Cincinnati Development Academy comes in 3rd in the Mid-America Division. Our first in the Mid-America Division, 3rd in the entire Development Academy with a record of 16-3-1 with 78 goals for and 20 goals against, including 10 shutouts through 20 games this season. Coming in off of a 2-1 win over the Michigan Jags, with White scoring both goals for lookout for the number 51 Taylor White. Well, this is a San Jose Earthquake side that boasts not only the best offense in the Development Academy with 96 goals, no one else comes close to the amount of goals they've scored through 26 games, but also the second best defense in the Development Academy with just 14 goals given up in 26 games and 16 clean sheets. Only Real Colorado has given up less goals with 13 on the season. Andres Esteza's side plays a very tiki-taka-like style. Their tiki-taka often mesmerizes opponents, but they add goals on the end of it as well. So Cincinnati DA will have to get ready to spend a lot of time without the ball, as this is a club that likes to monopolize possession. The San Jose Earthquakes, breaking out of their huddle, have come off a 7-2 win on the first match day 2 days ago over Charlotte Soccer Academy. In that game, Aki had a hat trick, Orozco had a hat trick, Frias had a goal as well. And so they're getting pumped for this one. In San Jose's last 7 games, they have scored 4 or more goals. As both teams had yesterday off, so they should be fresh for this one. It's Cincinnati Development Academy in all blue with a white stripe, and the San Jose Earthquake in all white with blue stripes. As it's Cincy to get us underway. Cincinnati on a current 3-game winning streak. This also knows how to score plenty of goals. Won a game 16-0 earlier this season, and also have 6 games where they've scored 5 or more goals. So when they have the ball, they will be very dangerous going forward. It's this one of 57 games being played today and 315 overall at the Girls U.S. Soccer Development Academy Spring Showcase. The only Development Academy event that focuses solely on the girls' side throughout the calendar. The Winter Showcase, the Summer Showcase, and playoffs are both boys and girls events. This one just solely for the girls. Playing in the shadow of Dick's Sporting Goods Park, home of the Colorado Rapids in Major League Soccer, and also where Alex Morgan scored her 100th goal for the U.S. women's national team. And many of the players out on the field this afternoon are in the youth national team camps. There's a handball and the free kick quickly taken into Jewel as she will lay it off. And Cincinnati Development Academy will smartly hit the reset button under high pressure from the San Jose Earthquakes, who win it back. Evans will get it out wide to Kelly. And Kelly will slide it inside. Forward for Frias. Frias, one of 4 players on this team who were with the U15s last year when they made it to the semifinals before losing to nationals, as this one slid inside looking for the run of Orozco, and it will be the first corner kick of the game for the San Jose Earthquakes. Frias is a member of the U15 national team pool. Also played in the CONCACAF championships last year. She has 22 goals on the season. Orozco has 14. And then Soni Keva has 12. And that's your front 3 for San Jose, as Marcis pulls it back across. At the top of the box, Imathun's shot is blocked. And so San Jose will chase it down. They will let it roll out of bounds for the throw-in. It'll be taken by Piper. It's another one of those 4 players who featured in that semifinal loss last year to Nationals. What a run it was, though, for San Jose. And the foul is called. Free kick taken by Avery Bennett. Oh, and space is opened up on the far side for Lillian Danner. Had 2 goals in 6 minutes in the 3-2 win over LA Galaxy San Diego on the first match day. And she wins a corner kick for Cincinnati. Taylor White coming over to take. White had 2 goals in the most recent regular season win against the Michigan Jaguars. So this one floated up to the top of the box. It's brought down well, closed down, still trying to bulldoze their way through. Fiore made the block so the clearance couldn't go. Another clearance stays in, and coming out to take is the keeper, Victoria Connick. Connick making her 3rd appearance after joining the Earthquakes Development Academy this spring, as Evans brings it forward and gets it out wide for Aki. Back for Evans, who, like Frias, played in the U15 CONCACAF championships for the USA last summer. Bringing it forward is Catherine Kelly, who has started all 27 games this season at the center of defense for San Jose. Cameron Penn had a goal in that 7-2 win. or had a goal in the 5-0 win against Placer United, I should say. Good shielding on the far side by Catherine Kelly. Gives the ball up, and coming out to take is Connick. San Ramon native will roll it out. Andres Deza's side loves to possess. He said having the ball is really more of a feeling than anything technical. He says, I try to teach my players to have that feeling, that desire to have the ball as Marcis goes forward. Slips it into the gap. It's pulled back. Frias just unable to get on the end of it as it was swept away from her. And now it's Cincinnati looking to hit on the break. White is flying forward. And now the ball's played over the top. Played with a bit too much mustard, and nevertheless, Taylor White had already stopped her run. Evans slides it inside for Penn. Penn came back to win it. And now a foul was called against San Jose, quickly taken by Cincinnati. White has Danner ahead of her, but it's won back by Evans. Sexton almost won it back for Cincinnati DA on the far side, but instead it's San Jose to come forward through Marcis. Into the feet of Frias. And she'll slide it into the channel. It's a beautiful overlapping run. Two players waiting to get the end of the cross. Instead it's the shot, and it's a great save from Sarah Watson. And good talk as well to her defenders. But what a great run that was made inside by Julia Saunikeva. Had Marcis in the middle, Saunikeva elected to go it alone, but a great job by Watson to come flying off her line, and it's the second corner kick of the game for the San Jose Earthquakes. 23-0-3 on the season, the Earthquakes. You can see why with plays like that. Ball sent across, and it fell right at the feet of Saunikeva, but was just unable to bring it under control. Earthquakes win it right back. You see that high press, 3 to 4 players around the ball. As soon as they lose it, the Earthquakes to win it back. Penn is forward. Aki. Piper tries to lift it over the top, but it's cleared to safety. And now Danner's chasing. Good shielding out of bounds by Piper on the far side. Aki. What a turn from Marcis. Unable to get by Sexton, though, who pokes it away. You can see the 4-3-3 setup. The lines, though, have been broken. Played over the top. And White smartly isn't going to chase this one. Instead, it will roll all the way back for the keeper. Comes out of her penalty area to leave it off for Kelly. Well, they're giving a bit too much space for the Earthquakes to play in between the lines, but they've done a good job of closing it down so far. As Penn tries to come inside, it's quickly shut down by Britt. Narcissus will leave it off. Imethune wanted it in the middle. Instead, it comes back to Kelly. As the Earthquakes slowly get all 10 outfield players into the opposing half. Penn. It's a lovely turn from Aki. Thinking about the shot and just couldn't wrap her foot around the ball. And so it'll be a goal kick for Cincinnati Development Academy in the 11th minute of the 40-minute halves played at the U15 level. And there's that ball in. Lovely control, nice little cut. And the touch to create the half yard of space. And just, as you could see, couldn't get that foot all the way around the ball and leaning back as the shot was played. It's the high pressure continuing from San Jose. And as we said, their U16-17 team went to the semifinal last year, and 4 of those U15 players played up in that tournament run all the way to the semifinals. For San Jose, it was Frias, Kelly, Evans, and Aki who were all a part of the 16-17's run. So they helped Bayou aside that the strings were pulled by Sophie Jones. And this is Frias, who has 22 goals in 26 games coming into this one. America Frias. And that includes a goal versus Charlotte for the U15 International. A 7-2 win to open this showcase for the San Jose Earthquakes. Then both teams had yesterday off, and San Jose will finish the spring showcase tomorrow against NYCFC. All the U15s in the San Jose side train up daily with the older age groups. They scrimmage against the U17s and the U19s or the boys DA teams at least 3 to 4 times a month, so that they can work on their speed of play and making decisions and doing it with a technical base without that suffering under duress. It's an excellent hustle to win the ball back by Garrick. Britt gets it forward for Campbell Jewell, who's fouled by Imethune. Good tackle from Penn. Evans. Slides it through for Aki. Over the top looking for Frias. And it falls nicely for Orozco. Has 2 players for company, Orozco. Is able to spin away from them and will leave it back off for Aki. Aki thought about the cross. Instead, we'll get it to Penn, who's in support. San Jose will reset their attack in the 15th minute. Evans across for Kelly. Over for Piper. A bit too far for Sonikeva on the far side. Able to win it back though, Sonikeva. Great defending though from Cincinnati DA, but they're unable to work it down the far touchline, as it was Avery Bennett who lost the ball twice but won it back on both occasions. Wasn't able to go down the line though. And San Jose will recycle the ball around the back line. Kelly lets this run to Piper on the far side. Inside for Imethune. Sexton chasing, but it's taken away by Sunikeva. And Imuthun will play it back. Have to love the patience from the San Jose Earthquakes. Never afraid to go back with it. There are times where they'll look to up the tempo, but if something's not on, they don't try and force it. As Frias leaves it off. And Sunikeva is offside. It was a good run from Sunikeva, but left the starting gates just a bit too soon. And a great job by the back line of Cincinnati Development Academy to hold their line. As May Garrick will take this free kick. And she's actually gonna leave it off for Sarah Watson. And now Garrick's gonna come back to take it. Garrick's twin sister, Morgan, is also on the roster. What a touch that was to bring it down by Piper. Sprays it to the near side. Well played by Fiore. Brought down by Britt. One back by San Jose. Orozco. Evans. Over to the far side for Piper. It's being watched by Britt, has to get it back off for Kelly. Kelly gets it into the midfield, touched on by Frias, who wins the free kick. And Frias takes it quickly to Imuthun. A lovely little touch on from Orozco for Aki. Aki. The diagonal run from Frias allows Aki to cut inside to the top of the box. Now she'll leave it off for Piper on the far side. She hoists it toward the back post, but the wind takes that one and carries it out of bounds for a goal kick. Still though, good build-up from San Jose. And Piper wants that one back. She's known for her quality services though, Piper. That one was a rare miscue from her. Now it's Cincinnati's turn to build. Look to be a bit more direct, but it goes out on the far side. Evans. Penn. Penn didn't see anybody checking into the center, so she goes back with it to Evans. Redwood City native leaves it off for Catherine Kelly. Into Frias. Lovely little flick on for the run of Marcis. Return ball for Frias. Leaves it across. Aki just unable to keep it down, but a good idea trying to pick out the upper corner. Such good movement off the ball from Jasmine Aki to get herself into that position. It's the little triangle, gets all the players from Cincinnati DA to suck in around the ball, and then Aki drift just outside of it. And it was a good hit, just couldn't get it to dip in time. And we remain 0-0 as we pass the halfway point of the opening 40 minutes. She's a bit too far ahead of Aki. Stepping up is Fiore. Out wide for White. Evans policing her. White trying to get it back, but stepping in is Penn. Just a bit too far for Orozco. Orozco wins it back. Frias rather played it behind Marcis, but she's able to keep possession. Sazeki rolls it in for Marcis. Sexton trying to close her down, but Marcis gets it out wide. Sonikeva loves operating down the flank, and she will win the free kick for San Jose. Sonikeva, such a dangerous crosser of the ball, but she's also shown her ability to work her way into the box and create from there. She wins the free kick this time around. It's a nice little step over to get the defender to begin to go that way with her, and then she could only lunge back to try and recover. So it was Caitlin McKay who's the Avery Bennett who's the guilty party. Two-woman wall for Cincinnati. 5 players camped out around the 6 for the San Jose Earthquakes. Oh, it's dangerous, off the post, and the rebound still bouncing. How did that stay out? Played back across. And finally scrambled clear, but only as far as Imathune. And Evans is back to mop up for San Jose. Oh my word, there's a good ball in. And then the first header from Sonikeva off the post. And then the block, and then stretching to get it clear was Taylor. So that was a really crucial clearance from Sydney Taylor. Otherwise, it could be 1-0 San Jose, but it remains 0-0. Continuing to press for the game's opening goal, San Jose. Space for Orozco on the near side. Trying to get to the end line, can't beat her opposite number, but does win a corner kick. Third of the game for the Earthquakes. Orozco had a hat trick in the first game against Charlotte. He's looking to turn provider there. Those are some ominous clouds behind the goal, huh? Imathune steps into one, just over the crossbar. Imathune playing as the number 6 for San Jose today. So good at controlling the rhythm of the game in midfield for this Earthquake side. Showing there, she has a shot as well. It's a nice little square ball laid off. And look at how her first touch sets herself up for the shot. Just couldn't get it to drop in time. With skills like that, you wonder why. There's no wonder she's been called into ID camps this year. Those are the U.S. Soccer Regional Training Centers where players come in and train and hopefully make their way into the national team pool. Sonikeva, another buccaneering run, and this time it is a good cross. Cleared away by McKay. Jewell was unable to get it out wide. So it'll be another throw in for the Earthquakes in the 25th minute. It's the Cincinnati Development Academy side that finished the regular season with 4 of their final 5 matches on the road. If you throw in the 3 games in the showcase and the fact that their last regular season game was away, then they play 8 of their final 9 games away from Cincinnati. Marcis looking to invent something around the box. Sonikeva gets by one, was quickly closed down by 3 blue jerseys as they conspire to win it back. Kelly so calm under pressure. She held onto that ball and got it forward. And then Imethune, good decision making to get it back to Evans. Now she wants to drive. Slides it inside for Aki. Aki, lovely disguise pass, looking for the run of Frias, but just a bit too much weight put on the ball. And it will go through for the keeper, who's gonna take her time and tease Frias in before picking it up. You have to feel that Watson's doing that just so her side can catch their breath. Fiore was be called for the foul. The referee will have a quick word with her. Britt plays it into the path of Jewel. Velvet touch to bring it down, and lovely skill to hold on to it with Marcis draped around her. Leaves it off for the overlapping run on the far side. Campbell Jewel gets it back, but it's poked away by Kelly. Penn has it taken off by McKay. Unable to spin is Britt. Aki, Imethune, Kelly, Piper. Inside for Imethune. They do such a good job at finding the space. Frias, little ball back for Marcis. Marcis inside looking for Sanikeva, but it was wed well by McKay on the far side. Sometimes you'll see the center backs or 2 players making passes when you think there might not be a need to. The reason players will just pass the ball back and forth is they're trying to tease players to come to open things up, just as they've done here. The reverse ball for Frias, the flag stays down. Frias to put it back across goal. Aki with the flick. That would have been something special, but it remains 0-0 as a grateful Watson brings it to the extreme of her penalty area. Sanikeva, what a lovely ball. And Frias, that's a great cross. And Aki, what a bit of invention there. Had that come off, we would have had a contender for top 10. Certainly would have been the top DA play of the week. Frias. Leaves it off for Aki. Nice little spin from Orozco. Change of pace, change of direction. Now driving in. Still able to keep it. Top of the box. And a foul is called as Orozco ran into Watson, who's taking her time to get up. What a great little move that was from Miley and Orozco. Had the ball just outside the box, slowed down just a bit, and then all of a sudden a quick swivel of the hips, quick burst of pace, and she was able to get to the end line. And then stayed with it even after she had lost the handle, got it back, and got the keeper out of position and played it across. Just no takers in a white jersey. And it remains 0-0 as we head into the final 10 minutes of the first half. Just over the head of Taylor White. Cameron Penn brings it down and gets it back for Evans. Backs up to give herself space. Bit of a heavy touch, but she's able to rescue it and pokes it forward. Good 1-2 with Imathune. Evans so good at stepping into the midfield, whether it be on the offensive end to add another player into the attack or on the defensive end. As Frias lets this one run. Marcis! And it's gonna be a penalty as it's a handball. So Marcis' shot was blocked by a handball, and San Jose have a chance to take the lead from 12 yards out. It's gonna be Jasmine Akey looking for her 12th goal of the season as she stares Watson down the barrel, and it was a yellow card as well for that handball. So patience and persistence from San Jose. Will it pay off in the 32nd minute? Jasmine Akey versus Sarah Watson. And Akey wins as cool as you'd like, rolling it into the corner. And San Jose have a 1-0 lead, and it's no more than they deserve, as they are just 3 goals away from hitting the century mark for the season. And now it's time to celebrate with the older San Jose players. Oh, this is what I love about the showcase, the support from the other teams within the DA. Well, she looked one way and rolled it the other. And even though Watson guessed right, enough pace on the shot to carry it beyond her reach, and San Jose have the 1-0 lead 33 minutes in. Jasmine Akey now has 12 goals in just 16 appearances this season, and it's her 4th goal of this showcase after her hat trick against Charlotte on match day 1. What will the response be from Campbell Jewell and Cincinnati Development Academy? It's a beautiful ball for White. She pulls it to the back post. The header popped up into the air, and Danner unable to get it, as climbing the ladder to pluck it away is Victoria Connick. Just look at this penalty, so cheeky. She steps up and look at her head, turn the other way, and then quickly turn back, and she rolls it into the corner. So this will be a throw in on the far side. Piper is coming up to take. The chance could be on here. Sanikeva, wrong side of the post. You can see here the high pressure to win the ball in a dangerous area. Poke to Sanikeva and set herself up. Perhaps should have tried to hit that toward the far post, but not a bad shot in the end. So Watson will take this goal kick to the middle. This one driven low, won by Orozco. Sanikeva brings it down on the far side. Has Marcis in support, but is looking to run. Well, somehow that ball stays in, and it will be a throw in for San Jose. Good defending, though, over on the far side from Avery Bennett. Has her hands full with Sanikeva. Launched into the box, headed away by McKay. Out of bounds before Danner can reach it. Lillian Danner, the number 43 for Cincinnati, has 3 goals in her last 2 games, and she's playing a year up. She's a 2005. Her 2 goals against LA Galaxy San Diego came in the space of 6 minutes. Evans' bit of hesitation allows the pressure to come up from Britt, but she's able to get it back to her keeper. So Cincinnati have 4 players high. What they need now is the 2 other midfielders to be a bit further up and close the gap through which San Jose will be able to break down those lines. So if this front pushes, the 2 holding mids need to push as well. Now they're starting to do a better job of it. Rolled into the feet of Orozco. 1 touch off for Penn. Penn is looking to run. Orozco continues down the line. It's cut out. And it will be another throw-in, but good defending from Fiore to get a foot in. So really good indoor soccer player for the various Cincinnati teams named Sam Fiore. Played for the likes of 1790 Cincinnati and other teams. The name Fiore from Cincinnati just reminds me of that. Reminder, we'll have 2 more days of feature games for you from Commerce City, Colorado. This tomorrow we'll be back at the U15 level for the 11-15 game. Get back to that in a second. Frias down the middle, leaves it off for Orozco, buries it to the far corner. Gorgeous goal, fine flowing move from San Jose, finished off in style. The Earthquakes get their first goal in open play, and they have a 2-0 lead just before halftime. There's Marcis pulling the strings once again, in for Frias. And the little touch on for Orozco, and look at the way she squares her hips so that she can turn it toward the far post and steers it in. Orozco now 15 goals on the season, and she has 4 goals in 2 games here at the summer show, or the spring showcase, I should say. And the older groups like that, all smiles. This time didn't run down to celebrate because they were told by the 4th official that they weren't allowed to come to the touchline anymore. Kind of a shame. So Aki from the spot in the 33rd and Orozco in the 38th. 2 goals in the space of 5 minutes have San Jose firmly in the driver's seat. Now just 2 goals away from 100 for the season in just 26.5 games. So I was trying to tell you, tomorrow's feature games, Top Hat will face off against LA Galaxy San Diego, that at 11:15 Mountain Time. And then at the U16-17 level, it will be Charlotte Soccer Academy taking on Beach FC. That one at 1:30. And both matches can be seen on US Soccer's YouTube page, the Development Academy's Facebook page, and on Twitter, US Soccer _Development Acad. Is the ball looking in for White? Cleared out by Kelly to Aki, leaves it off for Penn. Penn brings it down. So we are into first half stoppage time. 2 goals in 5 minutes have San Jose in the lead. Aki really given free rein to move wherever she wants around the field. Is now in a right back position as Penn went up. and importantly so, as she makes the interception. As this rolls out of bounds. Penn with a little look over to Aki saying, thank you for taking my spot. And she gets it back to Imathune. Wide for Piper. A bit of a loose touch. It was a chance to take advantage, but instead Piper will get it back to Evans. And that is how the first half will end. Aki from the spot in the 33rd, and Orozco curling the ball to the far corner. 5 minutes later, have San Jose in front, 2-0. 40 minutes down, 40 minutes to go. Here on US Soccer's YouTube channel and US Soccer_DA on Twitter. At halftime, it's San Jose Earthquakes 2, Cincinnati Development Academy 0. Getting set for the final 40 minutes between the San Jose Earthquakes and Cincinnati DA. San Jose have a 2-0 lead, courtesy of 3 goals in the space of 5 minutes in the last part of the first half, as first Aki stepped up to the penalty spot in the 33rd and buried her penalty, and then Orozco scoring in the 38th with a shot beautifully placed to the corner from just inside the box after a really beautiful buildup that started all the way in the back, went through the lines. The ball was played by Marcis to Frias at the top of the box, and she slid it across for Orozco to have the finish. The Cincinnati Development Academy has done an excellent job defending in this game. Just need to hold on to the ball a bit longer when they get it, which is hard because San Jose does such a good job of pressing up and winning the ball almost within 10 seconds of losing it. And Marcis and Aki have both been really special, as has Sonikeva down the wing. Has created a lot of danger, the number 32. Marcis has really pulled the strings. Aki pretty much has a free roll to pop up wherever she wants. She's done an excellent job. So Frias is over it. San Jose have the lead and the ball to start this second half as we're coming to you from the U15 level here at the Girls Spring Showcase. Final 40 minutes underway here on match day 3 of the U.S. Soccer Development Academy Girls Spring Showcase. 315 games. It started on Thursday, or on Friday rather, going all the way to Tuesday. Aki gliding forward, leaves it off for Marcis. Sonikeva cuts inside. Sonikeva to put it across, and oof, what a block. Well, that looked painful. But she doesn't look phased at all. Let's see Marcis' beautiful pass right into the gap for Sonikeva. She started out wide, waited for the defender to leave her out wide, and then made the diagonal run in behind her into the channel. Taylor White is chasing, but Evans is there. Thought about using her keeper, who told her no, go wide. Imathune. Well, it's the work that she does in front of the back four that allows Aki to have a free roll. Piper jumping into the attack. Good defending once again. Forward for White in a foot race with Evans, and Evans wins the battle. Sexton plays it forward, gets it back, tried to play it across. Ooh, and the trailing leg caught Orozco. So it's gonna be a free kick. And as is their MO, they'll play it short. Frias coming back into midfield to receive the ball. Piper. Kelly wants to drive. Oh, what a ball from Catherine Kelly. Just beyond the reach of Orozco. But the center back playing it through like a number 10 there. Look at the vision to unlock the back line. And it just bounced over the outstretched boot of Orozco, and it will be a goal kick for Sarah Watson. One back by Penn. Imathune. Evans slides it in for Imathune. Beautiful turn, and she gets it off for Kelly. Marcis with a nice one-touch layoff. Aki chasing, able to keep possession. Piper. Kelly. Marcis. She has time to spin and turn in between the lines if she wants. San Jose will live in that space all day long. And now they've broken it down. Kelly thought about having the shot, instead rolls it out wide for Sunny Cava. Tenacious defending to get it clear. White. It's 2-on-2 if they can hurry, but that's a good step from Imathune, who slid back into the center back position when Kelly went up. Just beyond Marcis. And cleared out by Morgan Garrick. Kelly puts it over the top. And Watson will claim the loose ball. Orozco, a lovely touch to get it back to Penn. Up top for Marcis. He's battling with Sexton. And Sexton does well to win the free kick. White. Kelly policing her. Oh, lovely turn from White. Kelly gets her foot on the ball. White goes down. No foul, says the referee, and it was the right call as San Jose looked to go the other way. Aki spins away from the pressure and leaves it off for Penn. Inside for Imathune. Marcis steps inside of Britt. Leaves it off for Piper. He's made a long run down the wing. Piper pulls it across. And nobody able to pounce. White trying to bring it down. Evans steps in. She'll pop it over for Frias. Leaves it off for Marcis. Sunny Cava will leave it off for Kelly. Slips it inside for Evans. Over the top looking for the run of Piper. And the offside flag is up against Piper. Although her and Garrick still battling. That's a great tackle even though the whistle had gone. So it'll be a free kick for Morgan Garrick, who's gonna leave it off. And will be taken by Avery Bennett, who's made a couple big defensive plays. Oh, and a miscue falls right for Frias. One touch to settle, another to shoot. But Watson able to get across and make the save. So you can see just the loose touch. And Frias jumped right on it, set herself up, had eyes for the corner. A good job to get across and not allow the bounce to deceive her, Sarah Watson. Gabrielle Britt gets it back. Well, next season, the Girls U.S. Soccer Development Academy is going to have a new cup competition alongside the regular season to increase the number of meaningful games. The champion of which will be crowned at the Spring Showcase. And it's also gonna offer a path for teams to reach the playoffs, as there's gonna be a free kick for Cincinnati, and they roll it into the feet of Jewel. And cross comes in, and Evans is there to punch it away. It'll be 3 stages. It will start out with a regional group stage, followed by a group stage at the Winter Showcase, and then the teams that advance from that will go to the knockout stage, which will be in the Spring Showcase. And so that will make these games even more meaningful, because these games, even though they're crossover games, still count towards the regular season standings. But now, instead of just playing for regular season points, the girls who advance all the way through to the knockout stage will be playing in a championship at the Spring Showcase. As Frias gets to the byline, pulls it back, and Marcis just couldn't beat Watson, who had her near post covered all the way. So Frias able to get around the defender, picks her head up, pulls it back, and Marcis pulled the trigger quickly, but Watson very well positioned. Looks like an easy save in the end, but that's because she did all the work beforehand to get herself in that positioning to just make the catch. So many goalkeepers would have cheated over to the far post and then had to dive back over to the near. Not Sarah Watson, though. And Methune. Inch perfect ball for Marcis, slides it in for Saunikeva. Flag stays down. Saunikeva across. Just didn't get the touch it required. As San Jose continuing to knock on the doors, they're looking for the third goal to kill this match off as a contest. Just look at that ball clipped in from Marcis. And then Saunikeva right into the danger area. And that, I think, was an important intervention. Maybe not a touch, but a great job by the defender just to put Orozco off. However, the goal kick sent right to Orozco. Orozco sets herself up, but shot right down the goalkeeper's corridor. It was a great touch to bring it down. Just that little move to get into space. I think she wanted to hit that with a little bit more venom. Watson well positioned to get down once again. Frias read the bounce well. Able to turn, goes down at the top of the box. Free kick from a very dangerous position for San Jose. And Piper telling everybody to slow down. I think she's going to want to come over and have a hit at this, because San Jose usually want to play it quickly and see if they can catch them off guard, and Piper said, I want a shot. So Piper has 6 players to pick out in the box if she wants it. She also might try and curl this one around the wall. Oh, it's something directly from the training ground, but Cincinnati was wise to it. Evans skips by the challenge of Taylor White. Couldn't do asking though. Marcis has popped up on the near side. Kelly will drive it over for Piper. Kelly has to spin back with it. Evans pushes Piper out wide. Piper rewarded for a run. Evans comes right back and asks for it. Now Evans looks to drive. Pokes it forward, and a chance to break. Jewel picks her head up, plays it for White, who's in on goal. White stares down the keeper and shoots right at her. Oh, what a golden opportunity to pull Cincinnati back into the game. But Koenig did a great job to make herself as big as possible and held her line. I think White was waiting for her to go down, and Koenig refused. That is great goalkeeping from Victoria Koenig, and it remains 2-0 in favor of San Jose, who are looking to counter with a goal of their own. And Sonikeva will be whistled for the foul. What a ball that was over the top from Jewel. And White coming in, just needs to be a bit more decisive, waiting for the goalkeeper to move first, and when she didn't, White wasn't really sure what her options were. That is great goalkeeping by Victoria Koenig. Marcis. Penn. Piper was trying to find the feet of Frias coming across. Aki chasing, and just look at the way they hunt in packs to win the ball back. San Jose. Marcis. They're backing off of Marcis, and she takes full advantage. Lovely solo effort, and Marcis makes it 3-0 San Jose. Marcis wins. You can see the defense backing off, but instead of shooting right away, she said, I'm going to take it a little bit closer, drives inside, and tucks it into the far post. Oh, Marcis has been so good at picking out a pass all day. And this time, she shows she can get herself on the score sheet as well. 7th goal of the season for Peyton Marcis. And look what it means. And Sonikeva comes off the field as she's replaced by Tale Moody, who joined just this spring. A left-footed player making her 10th appearance since joining San Jose. Well, Sonikeva doesn't have her name on the score sheet, but she has been excellent today. It's connected very well with Marcis and Piper on this near side. As Orozco weaves into the center of midfield. Avery Bennett able to poke it away. And this is where Cincinnati need to just settle down and try and string a few passes together. But in steps Aki to break out that idea. Orozco. Aki looking for the early cross. Watson comes out to take. It's clattered into. It did a good job to hold on to it. She'll roll it out wide. So you look at the cross launched in from Aki. A bit too high and a bit too close for Watson, but still made to pay for coming out to get that ball. Still showing she has full command of her penalty area on any aerial ball, Sarah Watson. Piper. Bit of a heavy touch, but Britt wasn't able to take advantage. And so San Jose will hit the reset button in the 59th minute. See the other games going on in the background. This one of 57 games being played today and 315 total. Starting on Friday and going through Tuesday. games being played from the U14 through the U16-17 age group on the girls' side. As Piper steps on the ball and invites the pressure. Just one goal away now, San Jose, from hitting 100 for the season. Britt, and coming back to win it is Imathune. Well, even with the 3-0 lead as we hit the hour mark in Commerce City, the San Jose players, it was one loose touch from Ellie Piper, and about 5 or 6 players right away yelled, "Ellie, come on." Making sure that they're always focused, always 100% concentrated. So we're into the final 20 minutes. Kelly. Marcis, score of the 3rd goal. Evans wants to run. Frias running right at the 2 center backs, leaves it off. Piper arrives on the scene, and she invites Kelly to join the party. The passing and movement from San Jose, so easy on the eye. Oh, and what a ball that is over the top. It's looking for Aki. Oh, Watson is out to quell the danger. Oh, they can lull you to sleep with just a few passes around the back and think they're just going to hold the ball in midfield. Then all of a sudden, they'll spring their forwards with a 40-yard diagonal from one of the center backs. That's exactly what you want from a center back, is the ability not only to pass the ball out of the back, but then to create chances by bypassing the midfield and finding the forwards right away. That is something that the U.S. women's national team program has done such a good job of producing. Our center backs who can play that kind of ball, and Catherine Kelly is exactly that kind of center back. So this time she drags it over to the far side for Penn. San Jose getting set to make more subs. Kayleen Lubke is going to check in for her 13th appearance of the season. Look at the last save, and the ball just bouncing a bit too far beyond Aki. Easy pickings for Watson in the end, but only because she came out. A lot of goalkeepers would have stayed on their line. So Lubke out of San Mateo, California, will be waiting for the next opportunity to check in. I would love to see the stats on how many times in a game each San Jose player touches the ball and how many passes they play. Piper looking through for the run of Orozco, and it's cleared away by Avery Bennett. Bennett's been excellent in the center of defense for Cincinnati Development Academy this afternoon. Forward for White in a battle with Kelly. And great job by Imathune to come back and help out with the double team. San Jose might also be considering a goalkeeper change. I believe that Alexis Charrington does have a sub paper in her hand. But for now, she's just hanging out by the bench. And so now it's Kaylin Lubick's turn to come on as she replaces the scorer of the first goal in Jasmine Akey. So Lubke out of Oregon High School will make her 13th appearance of the season for San Jose. It's a player who reads the game very well and is a good decision maker with the ball at her feet. And she replaces the lady who, as things stand, has the game-winning goal, White. The return ball popped over her. Back for Bennett. Slipped inside. Garrett had poked away from her, but she wins the throw-in. And so now double substitution. As first Imathune comes out, and Imathune replaced by Gianna Isalva, and there is the aforementioned goalkeeper change as Charrington comes on for her 26th appearance of the season. Charrington out of Hillside High School. Gianna Isalva comes in the number 6 position, is asking for the ball, but it's rolled too far beyond her. Also over the feet of Sydney Taylor, but it comes back to Watson. Bennett has to step a foot in to poke it away. One back by Piper. San Jose working on what would be their 17th clean sheet of the season. One by Britt. Britt with the shot. And nothing to test Charrington. So her first action of the game will be a goal kick. Gabrielle Britt was eyeing her 12th goal of the season, but couldn't keep her effort down. One by Sexton. Taken right back by Penn. Penn continued forward. Tried to lay it for Frias, who gets there first. Frias holds it up, waits for the cavalry to arrive, gets it off to Salvi. And Gianni Salva will play it back for Piper. Salva gets it back. Evans. I love how with each pass, another player comes into the attack for San Jose, and all 10 players in the attacking half. Piper works her way up, looking to play a little two-woman game with Orozco. Back for Marcis, completes the elongated triangle. 69th minute. San Jose in control, 3-0. Evans assessed the situation well. White had the pass over to Kelly blocked off, so she held it and waited for something else to open up. Now White looking to run, but that ball tails away from her and out of bounds. So it'll be a throw-in for San Jose. It's a good step from Sexton, but it's one right back. And Marcis will win the free kick. Space on the far side to measure up across, but it's blocked. Wind really picking up here in Commerce City. Overheard somebody say that the gusts have been up to as high as 40 miles per hour today. One way you can know that is there are no field boards because they had already been blown over, and because that becomes a safety hazard, they had to get rid of them. Into the final 10 minutes. San Jose looking to improve to 24-0-3 on the season. And they are just one goal away from hitting the century mark for goals scored so far. There's a good illustration. Lubke comes forward into the middle. Kelly started all 27 games this season. Kelly, one of the many players on the San Jose side who has been in youth national team camps. Isalva under a bit of duress, played forward for White. Evans gets back, is able to get a foot in, and that allows Kelly to stab it back to her keeper. And Charrington so good with the ball at her feet, able to get it away, despite the fact that White was right on top of her. Oh, Watson's been very good today. Not really much she could do about the 3 goals, but if it weren't for her, the damage could be a lot worse. Punched forward. Sexton plays it back. And it'll be a free kick in the center of midfield. Cincinnati will finish the showcase tomorrow against IMG Academy. San Jose will play NYCFC. Bennett gets it over the top. Inside for Britt. Pulls the trigger. Kelly with the block. White in the second opportunity off of her and out of bounds for a San Jose goal kick. Oh, White's created some chances today. Has been unlucky not to finish. Does have 16 goals on the season, Taylor White. Gentile, the head coach for Cincinnati, wants his side pressing up a little bit higher. But so far, San Jose able to solve the equation. They will work it back, and you can see this possession style of San Jose. Head coach Andres Deza said they do a lot of possession in 3v3 games to simulate the concept of moving into the right spaces. So always teaching them of learning how and where to look to make the right decisions, and then needs to make sure that his players have the technical ability to execute. as Lubke gets forward. Leaves it off for Marcis. Orozco puts it across. Oh, and the wind takes it off the crossbar. Orozco so close to her second of the game. I just love Andres Deza's philosophy, though, of how the game should be played. He said, we don't look at the size of the player. We're interested in their intellect. So you take a look at Orozco, and I think she meant to cross that there, and then the wind kind of caught it. Watson lucky to see it bounce off the crossbar in the end. Andres Deza said, our club and this U15 team especially focuses on a possession-oriented playing style within a methodology that demands quality decision-making based on the moments and phases of the game. Deza comes from a futsal background, so you know his players are certainly gonna have that technique. You won a national title with the De Anza Forces U14s back in 2013, Andres Deza, and almost took the U16-17s all the way to a national title last year with San Jose. Fell at the semifinal stage to nationals. Sophie Jones, of course, was the linchpin of that side for the San Jose Earthquakes. Played for the USA in the U17 Girls World Cup. Marcis, who played for the U16-17s last year in that playoff run, will leave it back. She has the third goal of this game for San Jose. Dribbled her way through 3 players before angling her shot back toward the far corner. Piper invites the pressure, and you see how quickly they're able to play out of it. Can see the triangles that they form. Looks like a diamond as well, whether they want to play that one triangle to the back or the triangle forward, and just the way they're moving around. And then there's the outlet ball from Marcis. And Evans can build down the far side as we head into the final 3 minutes of play. And Salva with a nice turn. She'll leave it off. Well, Andres Deza, the head coach, is from Spain, so you can understand why San Jose's tiki-taka style is so Barcelona-esque. Marcis has been so good in this game. Has taken part in some youth national team identification camps, training camps. White wins the free kick as she was clattered into by Isalvi. Both Aiki and Orozco had 3 goals in the 7-2 win against Charlotte to start the spring showcase, and a goal today in this 3-0 lead over Cincinnati Development Academy. So each of them have 4 goals in the last 2 games. As Piper tried to spray it across. And that's gonna be a handball as it came up the hand of Mackenzie Bohm. Isalva. Piper. Final minute of the 80, plus any stoppage time added on. San Jose will stay unbeaten as they will move to 24-0-3 on the season. And now looking to just close this one out, keep a clean sheet, which would be their 17th of the season. Now 99 goals for and just 14 goals against for San Jose, if they are able to keep the clean sheet. Otherwise, it's 3 goals for all 3 points as they look to cement their lead at the top of the Northwest Division. And that'll be a free kick as Orozco is going to get a yellow card for that challenge on Morgan Garrick. Well, she was coming back and behind her when the challenge is made. So the second player to go into the referee's book this afternoon. And it's Avery Bennett to tease it into the mix. Can Cincinnati pull a goal back? Well, they certainly have the height advantage as Garrick plays it back. Rolled along and cleared out by Evans. 40 seconds have elapsed in stoppage time. The referee looks at her watch, looks over towards the 4th official as well. Cross comes in, the wind might take this one, have to be careful. And the end rolls harmlessly wide. Piper unable to clear. Orozco, and that will do it. San Jose with the 3-0 lead over Cincinnati Development Academy stays unbeaten at 24-0-3 and improved to 2-0 in the showcase with goals from Akey and Orozco in the first half and Marcis here in the second. A brilliant performance from San Jose against a very good Cincinnati Development Academy side. But it's the NorCal club that run out 3-0 winners. A reminder that we'll be right back with you here tomorrow, 11:15 a.m. Mountain Time, as Top Hat will take on LA Galaxy San Diego at the U15 level. And then at 1:30 p.m., we will move up to the U16-17s, where Charlotte Soccer Academy will take on Beach FC. But for now, I'm Mark Serber saying so long from Dick's Sporting Goods Park, where it finishes the San Jose Earthquakes U15s 3, Cincinnati DA U15s 0.